warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Rizky Annisa Rosadi and my friend Annisa Oktia Dwiati. We are from class 7A English Education. And the topic from our presentation is speech production. Okay, there are two questions from this presentation. The first question is, explain why article discusses your chosen topic. We use article. The title of this article is difficulties in speech production of learners of English as a foreign language, from author Claudia Paulikova. Okay, speaking well in a foreign language is extremely important. Speaking in a foreign language also is one of the most important communication between individuals and foreigners. In order to formulate a well-understandable speech, many influencing factors are needed to be taken into consideration. In order to formulate a well-understandable speech, many influencing factors are needed to be taken into consideration. And in the title of article, Difficulties in Speech Production of Learners of English as a Foreign Language, from author Claudia Paulikova, discussing about speech production, it turns out that there are still students who have difficulty producing speech in English. In producing speech, students have little difficulty, such as, first, accuracy and fluency. The speed of an utterance may be slowed down due to the lack of skillful use of the four mental processes. The learners tend to pay too much attention to some aspect of their speech production, while others are neglected. And second, knowledge. It's also important to mention lack of language knowledge as one of the possible causes of problems in speech production. It was not observed the lack knowledge would be restricting the learners from speaking to a great deal. And third, time pressure. Having a restricted amount of time to prepare what to say is called time pressure. And from this article, according to Badstone 2003, explains that the feeling of lack of time for preparation of the spoken utterance often results in less structured and accurate performance, or time pressure. And from this article, according to Badstone 2003, explains that the feeling of lack of time for preparation of the spoken utterance often results in less structured and accurate performance than would be done under condition of having enough time for planning. And next, there is use of mother tongue. Use the mother tongue in a foreign language education can be a process slowing issue when it comes to mastering a spoken discourse. And next, there is nothing to say. The issue of nothing to say may be one of the most inconvenient difficulties learners have to face in their language studies. And from this article, according to both Thornbury 1995 and Harmer 1991, agree that the lack of background knowledge about certain topics or tasks, uncertainty about grammar, or not sufficient amount of vocabulary knowledge can all lead to students avoiding to talk. And then there is confidence. Having enough confidence while speaking a foreign language is one of the key factors of being successful in communication. And from this article, according to Thornbury 1995, confidence is mostly affected by numerous factors, such as lack of fluency, accuracy, or knowledge of the given language. And then, having difficulties in producing highly valuable and accurate speech is a completely naturally and commonly occurring concern among the speakers of foreign language. As it has been mentioned above, one of difficulty causing aspect may be the mental process and inability to use them automatically, thus affecting accuracy and fluency of the speech. Okay guys, next slide will be presented by Annisa Oktia. For Annisa Oktia, please.
Okay, thank you Rizky. And now I would like to answer the next question. That is, what do you think you can apply in your future teaching based on the article? Our opinion answer is in accordance with our study program, namely English language education, which is more dominant as educators or lecturers. In accordance with the content of the article we chose, namely discussing speech production of English as a foreign language, that is what we can apply or what we apply in teaching later is we are a teacher must be able to communicate well with students. We as teacher must also be a pleasant companion for the students so that students don't feel awkward in speaking. And the next slide is we as English teachers must be able to become an innovator in learning that makes students newer and develops in teaching and learning process and knows their own identity both at home, at school, and in the community. For example, in the classroom, in starting the lesson first, we as teachers give some introduction to the importance of speaking. Okay, in the next slide is in teaching speaking or speaking practice in English, we as English teachers provide innovation to students in the form of the fact that if you want to go abroad or want to communicate with people in other countries or you want to work abroad, what we have to do is we can speak in English. So that in learning speaking, priority is practice. We as teachers explain that speaking in English we have to be more confident and don't be afraid to make mistakes so that students are more relaxed in speaking English. After that, practice in front of the class how we should speak in class. Yeah, and the next slide. For example, as an exercise, we as teachers call two students to the front of the class and practice speaking and ask something about the person. Starting with how to greet someone first, or we as teachers ask their students about something in English. After that, all students have the opportunity to practice in front of the class in pair speaking in English. Whatever topic they want to discuss, the core is that there is no shame or fear in speaking English. Okay, finish. We think enough for our presentation. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.